Welcome everybody to my Reformed Gangster Live Wednesday morning. If you like the content, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell. Don't forget to check out my Patreon. Membership started at $1. I got a lot of content on there. I got a big show coming up on October 30th at 1 p.m. Eastern time. It's my birthday show. It's with I'm going to have Michael Franzese on and Sammy the Bull, the two biggest in this podcast thing with the mob. They're the biggest there is. They're going to be on with me and maybe a couple other special guests. I'm also filming a show with Michael Gibb, Rock Royalty, the son of Barry Gibb of the Bee Gees. He's a friend of mine in recovery. We're going to talk about our lives. So today, I guess we're going to talk a little recovery maybe. So I got a poll here that says, I got a thing here that says, what's the biggest challenge in recovering from addiction? Staying motivated, dealing with triggers, finding support, or rebuilding relationships. You know, I could only talk about myself, how things worked for me, because what works for me might not work for you. And for me, when I look at this, it's like stages, because in the beginning, when I first got clean, it was dealing with triggers to stay away from people, places, and things, and finding some support. I had to do that in the very beginning because the support is what helped me stay clean. And then through staying clean, I started rebuilding some of my relationships. Now, after all the years I have, it's about staying motivated. You know, I need to stay motivated in my recovery and not get complacent. So that worked for me in stages. So let's see now what everybody else has to say. Here's one about a dry drunk. A dry drunk to me is someone that's just not in recovery, that's just not using, not drinking or drugging, and they're just not working on themselves. They're not on any kind of spiritual journey or any kind of journey at all. Staying motivated. Here's another one from Crazy Something. Staying motivated keeps me clean for 33 years. Staying motivated, cleaning my garage is a struggle. I'll take staying clean any day. Life is beautiful. Yeah, you know, and that's the deal. You know, when you have 30 years, like me, I'm coming up on 36 years. It's about staying motivated, you know, still work on my program. Like tonight, I'm going to a 5:30 NA meeting. You know, it's in my head. I'm going. I already made a commitment to myself that that's what I'm going to do tonight. I'm going to go to the meeting and I'm going to go. You know, I have to stay motivated to do things like that. I have to stay motivated to get out of bed, make my, you know, do the daily things that I've been doing. Here's one from Pink. As a parent whose child has struggled with SUD, I'd say all choices to be checked off. Remember, nothing changes if nothing changes. And that's the deal. You know, I tell that to my clients at work. If nothing changes, you know, they come in and out of the door, the same people in and out. And they come into the detox, they come into the treatment center, and they do the same thing they did the last time, and the time before that, and the time before that. And that's what I tell them. If nothing changes, nothing changes. And that's what it's all about. And all those things we talked about do apply. But like I said, for me, they applied in different stages of my recovery because I was very motivated at the beginning because I didn't want to die. So fear of death motivated me. Here's another one. It's hard for me to pronounce these names of the people that are writing in, but I'm just going to read the question. I have 10 and a half years with no booze. In the beginning, staying motivated and keeping busy was key. For me, my early recovery journey, yeah, and that's it. You got to put some time together in the beginning. For Black Harrington, dealing with triggers is easier when you stay motivated. Staying motivated means finding new passions, hobbies, use of time, and dedicating yourself to them. Without a doubt, you know, you got to stay motivated. I tell people you got to put as much effort into your recovery as you put into using, you know, without a doubt. Soul Mine, watching my brother, I think if people aren't willing to be transparent and deal with their triggers and childhood trauma and their issues and work to it, I don't think they'll ever really be sober. That's for sure. You got to work through your issues. That's what the 12 steps are about. You know what I mean? Without a doubt, dealing with the wreckage of the past. Oh, excuse me, Albert the Astro. Putting Jesus first helps me stay motivated. I still every once in a while think about popping a pill or doing the line, but I don't want to disappoint Jesus and my family. You know, that's great. That's fine. You know, Jesus is my higher power too. You know, whatever works, man. Dan Robinson. It's people, places, and things you have to control because staying clean, the negative people and being jealous over you because they can't do it. And that's the deal. The three biggest triggers in recovery are people, places, and things. You have to change the people you hung out with, the places you went, and the things you do. You have to change them. People, places, and things are the three biggest triggers. They will fuck your life up if you don't change that. George Loveless. Mine is staying motivated. I'm always motivated to stay clean, and that's never changed. Thank God. It's the only thing I've done perfectly for the last 10 years. But staying motivated to do those things I need to do is sometimes a struggle. Fortunately, it comes and goes. Yeah, for me too, staying motivated in my recovery is a struggle. Sometimes I'm lazy. Sometimes, I just don't want to, I just want to sit on the couch. But you know what? I don't want to use, that's for sure. I think about it once in a while, but I don't want the consequences that come with it. Almost 3 years clean and still have trouble following through with simple tasks. Yeah, that will come. We all procrastinate like crazy in the beginning. Every day thinking about vodka, 3 years and quit drinking. It is fucking hard. Hard drugs are on my case lighter to quit the vodka. You got to work a program. This too shall pass. If you feel like drinking, that doesn't mean you got to go have a drink. The Sands, 83. Being dope sick for 2 or 3 months straight, the physical addiction from heroin was always the part I could never get past. That's it, man. Triggers aren't a problem for me, but granted, Suboxone probably is what helps. It's more for me of living with the pain and embarrassment of some of the things I put myself through. I have I think, I don't want to tell anybody what not to do and what to do, but I don't believe that people, I don't believe in the Suboxone and all this maintenance forever. I know people that are on this stuff for years. This too shall, just feel the pain, man. It's going to go away. But that's just my opinion. If you need to stay on it, you stay on it. Johnny Maloney. For me, keep my character defects at bay. Stay away from people, without a doubt. People, places, and things. Tracy. Hi, Anthony. Dealing with triggers once you mastered that, then stay motivated. That way you can rebuild relationships. Yeah, and that's how it comes. It comes in steps, without a doubt. Cornbread. Anthony. Do you know if John Gotti or Gene helped Tony Roach with his recovery? Tony Roach was never in recovery, and they definitely didn't help him. Tony Roach, I think he used more in jail than in the street. I mean, he was an addict. I mean, I got high with him a few times. We blew some coke together. I never messed with heroin or anything like that. But I don't believe Tony Roach was ever in recovery. Irish Green. My problem was alcohol and a little weed. I went to Vietnam and came home, saw some bad shit, but my wife was a bartender and told me, "You better than this." I stopped drinking and have a great life. God bless you. Jimmy Burke, Jack Hunt. Did John Gotti smoke cigarettes? No, I don't. Cigars. So somebody about the Subway. Well, you know what? I don't want a Subway World Series. I want to see the Yankees play the Dodgers. I think it will be great for baseball. I think if the Dodgers and the Yankees get into the World Series, the whole world will watch. It'll be a big Asian viewing ship. I think it would be the most viewed World Series of all time. That's my opinion. I think if it is a Subway World Series between the Mets and the Yankees, the country is going to turn off, and only the people in this area are going to watch. The metropolitan area. I don't believe. I really hope it's the Dodgers and the Yankees. John Gotti never smoked cigarettes. He smoked cigars. Half Day of the Jackal. Anthony, I'm a gambling addict. I'm surprised you can bet and it doesn't trigger the rest of the things. Now, I'm betting short money. I'm betting just to have something to do. I'm not betting, them days are over for me. Can you do a video on Maury the Wig? Without a doubt. I loved Maury. We loved him. My brother was great friends with him. I said it many times. My brother used to actually loan him money all the time, and he always paid him back, surprisingly. Sam Goldie. Was you on the street with Sammy, got up to Consigliere in '87, and did you think John Gotti made a good decision to put? Yeah, I was on the street when he became the Consigliere, when he became the underboss. Everybody in Ozone Park we were a little surprised, but it was what it was. Sammy's a good man, was a good man, and still is. Dominic Genovese. Hey, Anthony, did you do business with Vic and Musso? I never did business with them, but I knew them very well. Did I know any Profaci family members? No, not until, they became the Colombos. Anthony Scarella. Hey, Anthony, sending love from Buffalo. You mentioned before that you used to smoke cigarettes. When did you quit and what brand did you smoke? I smoked Marlboro Red, and I quit while I was in federal prison in 1997. It was the hardest thing I ever did, but it was one of the best things I ever did. Francesco, did you like Sparks more or Peter Luger's more? I love Peter Luger's is one of my 3 favorite restaurants. I like Peter Luger's better than Sparks. I ate a few times at Sparks, but I ate many, many, many times in Peter Luger's over the years. I was just in Peter Luger's maybe a year ago because now they're open for lunch. So I went in there about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I had a really good meal, a really expensive meal too. Irish Green, I grew up in Hell's Kitchen, and you know us Irish, Anthony, we drink for everything. Now I just enjoy life and thank God for every day I got life. The hardest part was making amends. Without a doubt, that's one of the hardest things, making amends. Brian, who really got flavor from this? I don't know anything about that. Timmy, thanks for the donation. I appreciate it. Yes, I knew Jimmy Burke. I met him. I knew his whole family. Mio. Hey, Anthony, you're the only person in this John Gene who ever mentioned Charlie Wingy. I didn't know him, but a skipper wanted me to drive down to his daughter's wedding. Couldn't make it, and they crashed. Yeah, Charlie Wingy was a good man. Died in jail, broke. What city did you live in when you lived in Michigan? I lived in Sterling Heights. When I lived in Michigan, right off Hall Road. Are you from Michigan? Roy Cox. Lori. Hey, Anthony, who are those guys, Sal Polisi and Dominic Cataldo, who used to do business in the neighborhood with Fat Andy? I heard Chris Colombo say that they sold dope to kids. Did Fat Andy know? They were with the Colombos, Sal Polisi. He was in Get Gotti with me. Dominic Cataldo was a made member of the Colombo family. That was his guy. The sit down with Jeff Nadu. Did you ever meet Steve Coogan? Not to my knowledge, I didn't know. Stevie Coogan. I don't think I ever met him, but maybe I did. I don't know. Lee John. Thank you for all the lessons in life, knowledge, and experiences. And we still believe in the changes of grace of God. Yep, that's for sure. Okay, I want to wrap that up. I hope everybody has a good day today. Don't forget about November 7th. I'll be in New York. I'll be in the studio. So if you want to attend, and later on, maybe we're going to go to a cigar bar. So if you want to attend, please contact me to Anthony Ruggiano Jr. at gmail.com or my podcast, reformedgangsters.com. Don't forget about October 30th at 1 p.m. Eastern time. I'll be on with Michael, Franzese, and Sammy the Bull for my birthday. I believe some of it will be live. So you can call in and ask the 3 of us some questions. That's going to be a lot of fun. So looking forward to seeing everybody. Have a good day.